I guess it still just bothers me that our government won't come forward with it because, and the guys on the intelligence committee, I think, I think, and gals, I think you have a few in there that just want to dissuade us from finding out what the real truth is. And I won't call them plants, but I think they're being used by some folks. They give false information and then they kind of laugh at you and me.
Well, let's go to basics, Tim. Do you think we are being lied to by the government of the United States?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. I think we're being lied to about a lot of things. I am the part of the government and I don't trust it because it just, yeah, and why do they do that? A lot of it's tradition, but a lot of it's covering whatever they need to cover up for whatever reason. And I've heard they've sort of told me that, I've been told to back off this thing, and I've also been told that it's our enemies and things like that. I just have a hard time with all that. I think that's a lot of disinformation. As in,
I must say, I don't believe them. I truly do not believe them. And I know that there are people that I've spoken to who've given evidence to the Senate Select Committee for Intelligence and the Senate Armed Services Committee. And they're the two committees that you and I both know have the power to inquire into both the intelligence community and the armed services in ways that other committees in Congress can't. Can I ask you this? Do you think it's possible that what's happened inside Congress is clearly there's been a shift in the willingness to be more open? What do you think is President Trump's position on this? Do you think he's still amenable or open or receptive to the idea of being more open?
I think he is. I still think he is. I've put a lot of faith and trust in mine and his relationship. I don't bother him about stuff all the time. I've asked for a 15-minute meeting with him, and I would like to discuss. There's two or three things I want to bring up to him that I think would go a long way, and one of those is this issue. But I also think though that you've got some people who are compromised, frankly, in Congress for whatever reason, and in the same way you look at how in the world every time I try to pass a transparency bill dealing with this, why it always gets killed by a member who has huge contributions from the big five that we think have this information.
The big
And
five defense aerospace companies.
yes, they're big five or six.